Good day, Sir Orlino. We are the Blue Group or the Group 1 from BE in 1E, and we are going to present our research paper titled Percentage of Marketers in City College of San Jose del Monte that are selling through online platforms. I am with Joven Mark D. Ampong, Celine Aguilos, Lester Barshal, Yvonne Viagador, and Angelica Astorga. I am Nimpa Bello, and I am the presenter of the Chapter 1 of our research. Acknowledgement. This research would not have been possible without the support of many people. I would like to thank the professor who is my research teacher, Orlino Rabago Daguman Jr. for guidance throughout this project and for helping us to understand the confusion by reading many iterations. Mr. Orlino was an ideal teacher, mentor, and dissertation guide, providing advice and encouragement with a perfect blend of insight. The researcher is also grateful to his alma mater, San Jose del Monte City College, for providing a solid foundation to conduct this research. The researchers would also like to thank their families for their unwavering support throughout the research process. I would like to thank Almighty God for His blessings. It was a great advantage to complete the project on time. The researchers also wish to give glory to God Almighty for guidance and knowledge to complete the project within the limit time frame. Chapter 1. Introduction and background of the study. Introduction. Online shopping has gained popularity among consumers as a method of shopping. This new method is shopping offers a wide range of goods to potential customers as well as several company opportunities and sizable market. We state here po na simula ng nagkaroon ng pandemic, nag-grow talaga ang technology, especially yung e-commerce. Mas na-acknowledge po siya ng mga tao dahil nga sa bawal lumabas, dahil tayo po ay naka-quarantine para sa kaligtasan ng lahat. Mas naging convenient po ito. So, when the times goes by, when the modernized society continues to grow, ang online selling po ay isa dito. Maraming mga online sellers ang dumipende dito dahil nga sa ito po ang kanilang pinagkakakitaan, naghahanap sila ng alternative way para kahit papano ay hindi po sila malulugi. Mostly makikita naman natin na maraming nagla-live sa mga online apps. Pero sa FB pa lang po noon, meron nang nag-online sell at nagla-live, but now meron na din pong nagla-live selling sa IG, sa Shopee, and now sa TikTok app meron na rin. Pwede na pong makapagbenta at mag-live doon. Naging preference na rin to ng mga buyer kasi nga mas madali po ito for them. And they prefer internet purchasing over conventional shopping these days. Dahil nga po sa sinabi ko kanina, mas prefer na po ito ng mga buyer kasi mas nakakatipid po ito para sa kanilang oras. And online shopping allows everyone to shop faster, have more choices, and order a wide range of products and services at lower prices. Mas na-adapt po ito kapag yung mga online shop, nagkakaroon sila ng mga sales. And they usually turn to the internet to shop online and start looking for information on what they are looking to buy and finally start looking for all the options to make the purchase that best suits their needs. Dito naman po pumapasok yung mga influencers. Dahil nga po online to, maraming mga tao ang nagre-review ng mga product. So, kapag meron pong isang buyer na nakakita ng review na yon at nagustuhan niya, parang umano sa standard niya na maganda ito. So, magkakaroon po ng possibility na maaakit yung buyer at bibili ito. Statement of the problem. For this research to reach its objectives, questions are needed to be acknowledged. This aim to address questions in order to examine the different strategies of the online selling and handling customers' behavior. Specifically, the following are the problems that this study will engage. Number 1. How the internet connection does affect the online businesses. Number 2. What are the practices measured down by the market to attract consumers to buy their products? Number 3. As a seller, how will you able to avoid a bogus buyer? Number 4. How do you deal with the customer who has attitude? And the last, what are the ways you will do when you are having competition against your fellow seller? Purpose of the study. This aims to discover the percentage of marketers that using online platform to sell and market products, the change in their role as a marketer, their experience, preparations, difficulties, and views regarding their situation using modern platforms. Significance of the study. The research will be significant for the online sellers, students, and to the customers. Online sellers. The study will offer trustworthy and practical information that management they utilize to understand the demand and the preferences of their customers. Students. The findings of the study may be used as a baseline which will assist the student in doing feasibility studies on how the online seller will construct different strategies and in allocating resources for coping up the challenges in online selling faced by the seller. And for the customers or consumers, this study will provide specific knowledge about buying online products through online selling as they interact one-to-one communication. Scope and delimitation of the study. The study will focus on the percentage and opinions of the marketers. It will not cover the view of the school, students, and parents. Specifically, this focuses on the college students of the City College of San Jose del Monte. This part of the faculty consists of 32 respondents. Research framework. Dito po sa research framework namin nakapaloob yung mga strategy ng sellers at ang mga good review if ever po na maganda ang performance yung product, dito na po papasok yung mga reviews, and kapag nagkaroon ng problem, dito naman po papasok kung paano nakahandle ng seller kapag nagkakaroon ng problema. Dito na po papasok yung service fulfillment. And definition of terms. Operational definition of terms was unused to explain the technical terms and measurements used during data collection. Definition of terms. The Internet. A system architecture that has revolutionized communication and methods of commerce by allowing various computer networks around the world to interconnect. E-commerce. Electronic commerce or the e-commerce refers to companies and individuals that buy and sell goods and services over the internet. One-to-one communication. One-to-one communication occurs when the person speaks with the rights to another individual. Consumer behavior refers to the acquisition, consumption, and disposal of products, services, time, and ideas by decision-making units. Traditional marketing. Any form of marketing that uses offline media to reach an audience. Company interface. A business interface is a point of access where a business service is made available to the environment. Online shopping intention refers the likelihood of consumers in making future online shopping. So let's now move to the chapter 2.
Sellers increasingly compete with novel, internet-based selling techniques revealing or concealing market information. So, this study justified that businessmen are increasingly competing with other businessmen through the use of social media. Even though there are too many rules and regulations here, they sell their products through the internet and they give the market information. As infrastructure and technical advancement improve for new businesses, digital entrepreneurship is a hot topic due to its ability to simplify sales and avoid paying for rented spaces. Online social media has emerged as an important market communication tool for business owners, clients, suppliers, partners, and other important resources that they previously had no knowledge of, and is currently being studied and aimed to investigate why it has suddenly been used of entrepreneurs in social media. Local literature. So, customers have requirements for the products they purchase in person-to-person stores. This literature justifies that customers have needs for the products they bought at the store from person to person. They are looking for quality and the right sizes here. And they are necessary. But now we live in the digital age where you can buy everything you want in online markets. But can online markets retailers meet the good quality of their goods? So we use quantitative research and ask people questions about their attitudes towards online shops. In light of our interaction with them, both established businesses are looking for ways to grow. The literature investigating feedback system in online markets is described, and some of the biased issues in current feedback and reputation system are highlighted. I discussed them so that they can further improve online business designs in the marketplace.
Before I explain about Chapter 3, first, my name is Elena Gilos and I will be explaining our Chapter 3, the methodology. Chapter 3, the research methodologies. As it indicates in the title, these chapters include the research methodology of the thesis and also the design of the study used. In more details in this part, the research locale, the method of the data collection, the selection of the sample, the research process, the instrumentation of data analysis procedure, and validation of the instruments are discussed and explained in this study. Methodology. The research adopts a statistical study methodology. The term statistical study has many connotations. It may be used to define a research process or a unit of a study. In this research, the use of the statistical studies discussed as a research method. Using a survey, a process of asking questions through non-face-to-face. Data gathering was utilized. It contains questions to be answered by the respondents. The questionnaires are then collected and analyzed after. This study examined the impact of new normal on how the marketers in City College of San Jose del Monte see online selling as an alternative for face-to-face promoting and selling products. More specifically, the study focused on the perception of marketers and entrepreneurs of City College of San Jose del Monte towards new normal of online selling amidst COVID-19 pandemic. And now, the research design. This quantitative research used research design that addressed the experiences and difficulties of teachers as they face the challenges in the new normal. Research for this study was conducted using statistical study design. Data was collected through online survey. Data was analyzed according to established procedure for evaluating observation items and indicators. After all the requirements were identified, details were presented and discussed. The researcher based the arguments from the current situation as well as the cited literature and studies. Research locale. In this particular study, a case research design was utilized to determine the experiences and perception of marketers that are selling through online platform amidst COVID-19 pandemic in an institution of COVID-19 of San Jose del Monte, located at cities of San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, Luzon, Philippines. As it for the first local institution and the first in the city of San Jose del Monte, Bulacan that educates San Joseños since 2017. This is the school where our respondents are studying, and it is also the location of the study. Sample or respondents. The respondents of the study were selected by the researcher for the reason that they consider these people that plays a big part in the new normal. Specifically on the learning process of the students, the researcher believed that not only students are affected with the new normal system of marketing and selling here in our country, but also the people behind online selling, which are our entrepreneurs and marketers who adjusted the struggle to cope up also with the new system. The struggles that the customer experienced were also encountered by the marketers and entrepreneurs. That is why the researcher came up with a decision after making preliminary study and discussion to get a targeted sample from the possible marketers in City College of San Jose del Monte. The research team chose City College of San Jose del Monte because they conclude that the responses can be easily approached since they are from the school and for the quick collection of data. Research participants were selected by the research because they think they'll be able to provide rich description of their experiences and are willing to articulate their perception, thus providing information that is rich and which we be able to enrich the researchers' understanding and comprehension and challenges. Now, the research instruments. In this research, the instruments play a significant role. The use of an instrument is one of the most important steps in conducting this study. Therefore, the research must choose an instrument in the process of collecting data. A research instrument is a tool for gathering data that must be valid and reliable. The instrument used in this study aimed to gather the information, to understand the willingness, knowledge, and attitude of marketers use online platforms to sell. The researcher conducted a survey using an online questionnaire. Considering that there is a pandemic, online survey were given to the respondents in the form of Google Form. The researcher came up using this method because it will lessen the work needed and for it is the most applicable during this crisis. By using this method, the researcher will be able to gather data based on the questions in the questionnaires. The questions on our questionnaires are about how our respondents see online selling as an alternative from face-to-face of marketing products and how they face the challenges in online selling amidst COVID-19 pandemic. The advantage of using this online survey questionnaire as a research instrument is that the researcher were able to gather information and know the perception of teachers, the experiences and difficulties, and how they prepare for the new normal of online selling. As a result, the researcher believed that using this approach aided in gathering healthy, reliable information quickly. The researcher also learned about how the respondents perceived their current situation in work during this pandemic. Data collection procedure. In this study, survey questionnaires were used to obtain data relevant to the study, objective, and research questions. Survey questionnaires were sent online to the respondents because that is the easiest and appropriate method that the researcher can use to gather information during this pandemic. The questionnaires contain open-ended questions. The research briefed and approached marketers in City College of San Jose del Monte and assisted them in answering the given Google Forms. Certain questions probed perception and experiences concerning the effects of new normal of marketing products in readiness of modern entrepreneurs. Questions were posed to probe online selling over face-to-face marketing of products. More specifically, the study sought to gather perception about how City College of San Jose del Monte marketers perceive online selling as an alternative selling mode for the new normal and how they face the challenges and difficulties towards it. Then, for the answer, the researcher make use of computer for putting all the gathered information into a file. After gathering all the data, double-check is a must that after everything included in this research is accurate. Data analysis procedure. Quantitative analysis is a rigorous approach to finding the answer to questions. Quantitative analysis is a type of educational research in which the research asks large, general questions, gather data from the participants mainly in the form of words or text, explain and analyze these words for themes, and performs the examination in a subjective manner. In this study, quantitative analysis methods were used to analyze the data. Data collected from the survey questionnaire were analyzed using content and thematic analysis. Content analysis was used to determine the presence of certain words, themes, or concepts within the gathered information. The meaning of terms and phrases were determined based on the data relation to new normal of promoting and selling products, and its impact upon marketers' perception, especially those participating in the study. The researcher provided a list of steps for analyzing quantitative data from the survey collected through Google Forms. These steps were gathered based on the ideas of the researchers, which needed a lot of thinking, planning, and preparation. These steps are the following. First, the arrangement of data systematically. 2. The recognition of all data based on the question asked. 3. The setting of code of the data collected. 4. validation of the evaluation of data, and the last one, the conclusion of analysis and the process.
Good day, sir. Today I'll be explaining the chapter 4 of our research, but first let me introduce to you my name. I am Jovin Ampong from the Blue Group. In this chapter, this contains the results of the percentage of marketers in City College of San Jose del Monte that are selling through online platforms. In Table 1, in the question, do you think that you have a future in online entrepreneurship? Table 1 inhibits or exhibits the number of marketers that are selling through online, which is 98% of 29 out of 32. However, other participants said 70% or 3 out of 32 says no. In the table 2, with the question, what is or are the reason you would use an online platform to purchase a product? In table 2, it exhibits reasons and participants would use online platform to market products. 59 ano nga dito po ay 59.4% or 19 out of 32 participants ay nagsasabing it is convenient and it is a large selection of products. In 56.3%, in 18 out of 32 participants said it is easier to promote online and it has dealt and clear information about what is being offered, no? And 46.9% in 15 out of top 32 participants said it is easier to get consumers. 40.6% in 13 out of 32 participants said it is easy a payment procedure. Table 2 naman, or 3 rather, what is or are the reason you would use an online platform to purchase product? In Table 2.1, it exhibits the using of online platforms to sell products. 9.37% in 3 out of 32 participant respondents, it is convenient. 78.175% in 9 out of 32 participants said it is easier to promote online. 34.375% in 11 out of 32 participants said it is easier to get customers. Meanwhile, 28.129% in 9 out of 32 participants said no. Okay, in Table 3, do you face fraud, or in the question, do you face fraud marketers / sellers in online platforms? In Table 3, no, makita natin that it exhibits the facing fraud marketers / sellers in online platforms. 100% in 32 out of 32 participants responded yes, and 0 out of 32 said no.
Chapter 5. Summary, findings, and recommendation. Conclusion. Based on the eventuality and interpretation reported in the antecedent chapter, the researcher established that a significant number of City College of San Jose del Monte marketers which use online platforms for product sales and promotion were beneficial in promoting or selling their commodities. Found that online platforms responded differently when proven to be studied. It concludes that 32 targeted participants from San Jose del Monte City College were interested in using online platforms for today's modern lifestyle. However, this will affect their behavior, and if they cannot be addressed by their entrepreneurial reputation, they will be trusted and will not be able to avoid these practices in the future. It helps and encourage reps to be more hands-on and responsive to their situation. For the recommendation, to future researchers wishing to continue this research, the researchers strongly recommend the following. Application of current research to other programs or section. Expand your research locale to get more respondents. Young analysts can change and improve the list of analysts included in the survey questionnaire. Future researchers in this study can integrate various research tools to collect more data. And here are the references that we use in our research paper.